basics breakdown series. Today we're going to be looking at the deadlift. We're going to be discussing how to perform a deadlift with proper form. Let's start with how a deadlift should look from the front. Let's grab our weights and start at the bottom. Feet should be about hip width apart. Knees should be directly over the toes. Weights should be right in front of your thighs. You're going to start by keeping a flat back, so keep your chest lifted, and you're going to hinge at your hips. So your hands are going to go straight down in front of your legs. Good. So from the side, again, feet hip width apart. When you hinge at the hips, keeping your chest lifted, your back is going to remain flat. So you're not rounding your back. You're keeping your core engaged, you're pulling your shoulders back as you lower down and pull back up. So the muscles that we're trying to isolate with this move are your hamstring and your glute. So think about that when you're performing the move. You're squeezing up with your hamstrings and your glutes to pull yourself back to standing. So you want your knees slightly bent during this move. You don't want to lock your knees, but you're also not squatting into the move. So we're not doing this. So top to bottom from the side should be feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent. We're hinging at the hips to engage our hamstrings and our glutes, and we're keeping our back flat. So we're keeping our core engaged, we're pulling our shoulders back, and we're not going to round at the bottom of the movement. So your hands are just going to follow the front of your legs as you hinge at the hips. And you're going to squeeze with your glutes and hamstrings as you're pulling yourself back up. So if this move is too challenging to perform with good form with weights, you can always drop the weights and just let your hands trace your legs as you hinge. So if you'd like to make the move more challenging, you can move your weights up to right above your shoulders and make sure to keep those shoulder blades engaged and perform the exact same move. So this stops being a deadlift and starts being what's called a good morning. It's more challenging because moving the weight up higher on your body instead of in front and low forces more work to be done with your lower back, glutes, and hamstrings. So if you decide you want to perform a good morning, it's important to note that your weights should never fall forward of your shoulders. Your weights should remain in the exact same spot at the bottom of the move that they are where you start. So if you find that your weights are falling forward here, either lower your weight or go back to a deadlift. So that was my breakdown for the deadlift. Thanks for watching. Bye.